I started thinking about, now that I have a tribe, I could start to have investments put together and maybe do some syndication deals. And now, since there's part of certain people inside the group, I can invite some of my high value clients that have many vehicles to come on board, teach my group what it's all about. And whether they sign up or not, I'm still valuable to both sides, people who need their services and the ability for the people to share their message in their business. And then I said, you know what, since you're part of the group, why don't I invest with you? I'll take some money and invest in your credit card processing company. Hey, you know what? I'm investing. Does anybody else want to invest? And then there's that compensation on the back end. You could potentially have affiliates. And then you start to create maybe an event. And then maybe you could start to create, let's see here, you could start to offer the software that you're using to your clients. And so I started thinking, wow, there are so many things at my disposal. Mm-hmm. Now I'm valuable because I have a group of 270 inner circle patriot entrepreneurs, like-minded individuals. Some people see that and say, hey, you know what? I would like to offer this new affiliate link to all you guys. And you know what? If you guys do X, Y, and Z, I'll compensate you guys for this. And so you're now connecting dots between people who have solutions with people who have problems. And it's amazing. Once you're able to see the book as the magnet, as the way to attract people, once you read the book, whether people read it or not, they still know what you stand for based off the title and subtitle. You can create a buying relationship with the book. People always ask me, should I give my book away for free? Yes, but with a caveat, free plus shipping. Why is that? Because you want to kick away the people who are not serious about giving up any resource. So that one revenue stream of the selling of the book is not that good. But when you have the book as the free plus shipping offer, now you can collect data. Once you have data, you know what they're interested in. And once you know what they're interested in, you can keep giving them more and more and more. And so your mind starts to open up. And the moment you start looking at your bank account and start to see hits every day of new revenue coming in, now your blood pressure drops. You stop playing the game in this desperate fashion. Now you can just be yourself. That authenticity will shine through in your social media, in everything that you write, in every video you post. And people are now attracted to those who are not desperate. And so they say, you know what, you have something that I want. I want revenue streams. I want to be able to, say what I really want to say. I want to be comfortable in my own skin. Whatever you're doing seems to be working. Let's go and do business together. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, the more you have coming in, other investors, other people who are doing big things want to work with you. Why is that? Because they're not looking at you saying, man, if this investment goes south, what type of person will you become? I already know, hey, if this investment goes south, you're not going to go bankrupt. You already have all this other stuff going on. So the more revenue streams you're able to create, the less desperate you are, the more attractive you are to the community and to investors and to other valuable people. So I always say, just create revenue streams. Start thinking of it as a chess move that will lead to many chess moves. Mm. And I think freedom and happiness, in alignment with this podcast, comes down to options. And if you create a lot of revenue streams, you have many options in life.
I love that. And I love the part where you said, bring your blood pressure down. It seems like a lot, but when you start dissecting out what you've just said and creating these different revenue streams based on a core foundation, in this case, it's a book, it's not that difficult. I map out on my paper now. You started this. I'm mapping out my revenue streams. Most of them were there, but when I put a conscious effort towards working these revenue streams, all of a sudden you watch them grow a little bit. It's funny. I talked to my friend. I said, hey, he's a big MLM guy, multi-level marketing guy. I said, hey, what are you working on in that world? Is there anything that's worth me getting into? And he goes, well, I don't know what you like, but my wife and I have been selling doTERRA oils for the last 6 years. He goes, it's not a lot. We make $6,000 a year off of it. But, okay. And he's passive. They don't even market or anything. People know they have it, right? And I'm a fan of that product. We don't sell it, but I am a fan. We use that product. But then when you dissect that out, like, okay, $6,000 a year, that's $500 a month. When you talk about blood pressure, look at inflation right now and the growth of inflation.
Yes.
That extra $500 will reduce your blood pressure based on the cost or the inflation of gas and groceries alone. Right? So you take a passive income thing like a doTERRA oils, right? That, just sitting out there that people use sometimes. All of a sudden, it just puts your life back onto the even zone of where it was before inflation rose. So I love your concept of revenue streams. If you're not following Mike on Instagram or looked into writing a book, I will put his website and everything in the show notes, Mike. That we've gone, wonderful amount of time together. Thank you so much for the extra time and the value that you brought. Dude, I'm so grateful for you. So thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me, man. And you nailed it with that last sentence there. What you focus on tends to multiply. So if you start thinking about whether it's $100 a month, and I have a revenue stream that's $300 a month, just
Yeah.
to say to nail that. And the moment you start to see it go up, it will never go up unless you focus on it. You got to start somewhere. And that goes along with revenue stream and your story. Just focus on it. What you focus on grows. So thanks for having me, Jim. This is awesome.
Yeah, pleasure.